Most dangerous tourist destinations in the world. Number 1. The Danakil Desert, Eritrea. The Danakil Desert is a brutal destination that attracts hordes of thrill-seekers. The area welcomes visitors with temperatures that reach up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit or 50 degrees Celsius. It's also home to a number of fuming geysers that emit toxic gases in addition to active volcanoes. Visitors are strictly prohibited from touring the desert without a local guide. Number 2. Ilha da Queimada Grande, Brazil. Also known as Snake Island, this Brazilian destination is undoubtedly hell on earth. It's crawling with the world's most venomous snakes, including bothrops. The estimated number of live serpents per square meter is about 5. Locals say there are many horror stories linked to the island. Number 3. Mount Washington, USA. The summit of Mount Washington is well known for the fastest winds on the planet. Official records show that the winds once reached speeds of up to 203 miles per hour, that's 327 kilometers per hour. The place is also synonymous with freezing temperatures that can plummet to minus 40 degrees coupled with heavy snowfalls. These conditions can push the human body to its limit. The mountain reaches the high wind speeds despite its average height of 6,288 feet or 1,917 meters. Number 4. Yosemite National Park's Half Dome. Hiking up the Half Dome is a risky affair that takes the entire day. Hikers must cover 5,000 feet or 1,500 meters to reach the summit. The adventure has taken the lives of many people. The last 400 feet, 120 meters, before reaching the top is the most dangerous. The peak is almost vertical, and hikers must use metal cables to reach the summit. The bottom part on the Mirror Lake side is called death slabs for a reason. Fatalities recorded on the mountain are mainly due to falls, drowning, and lightning strikes. Individuals climbing the mountain can burn between 4,000 and 9,800 calories. Number 5. Boiling Lake in Dominica. This lake attracts thousands of visitors who make their way through gorges and sulfur springs. Its waters reach temperatures of between 80 and 92 degrees. Visitors are welcomed by an unpleasant smell of sulfur, and the area around the lake is hot and humid. People risk being burned by sprays of steam shot directly from the water. Number 6. El Caminito del Rey. This Spanish destination presents a frightening challenge to visitors owing to its dangerously steep walkway. It's so dangerous that Spanish authorities have closed it to the public and has been closed for 14 years. The walkway claimed a number of lives prior to the closure, however, it has since been reopened. Number 7. Lake Natron, Tanzania. Lake Natron looks like a scene from other planets, but this eerie landscape forms part of the Tanzanian countryside. The surface of the lake is filled with alkali salt that can kill all living creatures. Making contact with the substance is all it takes to face imminent death. The pungent smell of hydrogen sulfide forces visitors to cut short their sightseeing trips. Images of animals turning into ghostly statues by the chemicals are commonplace. Number 8. Death Valley, USA. Death Valley is the hottest place on Earth, and it holds official records to prove it. The highest temperature recorded on Earth of 134 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 56.7 degrees Celsius, is linked to the valley. Humans can survive for only about 14 hours without water in this part of America. Number 9. Madidi National Park, Bolivia. This national park looks beautiful on postcards, but it has a chilling side. It's home to some of the most poisonous plants. Making contact with the park's flora and fauna can cause severe complications. Tropical parasites can invade a victim's tissues, turning a small wound into a medical emergency. Some of the plants can lead to dizziness, rash, and severe itching. Number 10. Mount Shan, China. From a distance, Mount Shan looks like a hiker's paradise, but the site is fraught with dangers. It's widely regarded as the most terrifying hiking place in the world. Hikers are expected to worm their way along the path with little or no handholds. The planks used to hold the footpath often fall away. As a result, hikers have to resort to using footholds on the rocks. The mountain claims hundreds of lives annually. Number 11. Chernobyl. Despite the obvious dangers of sightseeing the site of a nuclear plant blast, thousands of tourists still make their way to the Chernobyl power plant in Pripyat. They are keen on witnessing firsthand the sights and sounds of the ghost town. Although contamination levels have drastically dropped since the explosion of Reactor 4, danger still lurks around the plant. Visitors are allowed to spend short, regulated sessions in the area. They're prohibited from walking on the grass or sitting on the ground and should only consume food that's brought from the outside. Private and group tours of the plant are organized by many companies. Number 12. Alnwick Gardens. The Alnwick Gardens are no ordinary botanic attraction. They form part of the Alnwick Castle and feature toxic plants. The Duchess of Northumberland decided to incorporate poisonous plants to give the garden something special. She wanted to infuse a sense of adventure, intrigue, and danger. Today, the castle has become one of the world's death-defying tourist destinations. Although the section featuring the dangerous plants is gated and clearly marked, some visitors have fainted owing to the strong fumes emitted by the plants. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Facts Verse for more.
Under normal circumstances, tourist destinations are supposed to be attractive destinations that provide a relaxing atmosphere and nurturing environment. This is what attracts tourists in the first place. But among all destinations, there are some that are known to be quite dangerous to visit. With this being said, prepare, because here are the 5 most dangerous tourist destinations in the world. You don't want to miss this. Let's begin. Number 5. Trolltunga. The Troll's Tongue is one of the most dangerous attractions in Norway. If you look at the site itself, you will definitely understand why it is one of the most dangerous places. The stone is elevated almost 800 meters high and takes 1 to about 10 hours to get to the top. In addition to that, there are no rails around the stone to protect observers from the top vantage point, and this even makes it worse. It is said that there is an Australian woman who plunged to her death from the stone this year, although it is the first ever recorded death in the Trolltunga. Number 4. Running of the Bulls. This is an event that happens every year in Spain. In this event, 6 bulls are released onto the streets, and they are left to run freely for about 825 meters. The event attracts in excess of 20,000 people each year. Statistically, about 100 people get injured on an annual basis, while over 15 deaths have been recorded since its inception. While they're at it, people might either be considered to be brave or just completely foolish by running in this event. How would you categorize these people? Let us know in the comments below. Number 3. Mount Huashan. You want to go hike in the most dangerous place in the world? Then welcome to Mount Huashan. This is probably one of the most dangerous hiking places in the world. When you visit this place, it will not take you a minute to understand why it is dangerous. The wooden planks that have been aligned along the mountain could easily fall off anytime one steps on it inappropriately. When the planks fall off, the only option hikers are left with is to step on the foothold. Otherwise, you have to let go. It is estimated that close to 100 people lose their lives on this mountain annually. So, next time you plan to hike on this mountain, take note of the statistics. Number 2. El Caminito del Rey. El Caminito del Rey is one of the most dangerous walkways in the world. It's named so because Spain's King Alfonso once walked on it. It is only about a meter in width, but is linked between 2 cliffs that are about 200 meters apart and 100 meters in depth. However, over the years the walkway has been neglected and is currently in a sorry state to say the least. The path is currently closed to the public, but people steal chances to go and have a hike on the path. There have been over 4 deaths recorded since the path was neglected, and this could probably explain why it was closed to the public. Even though it is closed to the public, it is still so popular that money is being pumped into repairs in order to ensure it is reopened. Number 1. Death Road. The Death Road is a road that stretches more than 69 kilometers and is found in the youngest region of Bolivia. Researchers have termed it as one of the world's most dangerous roads. There are several risks that are associated with this road. The first is the fact that the ground on which the road is built is unstable and not firm. This makes the road susceptible to mudslides, which also possess great risks to motorists. Another risk is the fact that the road has no side rails that are supposed to prevent vehicles from rolling over the descent that goes for more than 600 meters. Statistically, over 200 people fall victim of the road's unfriendliness.